Hey everybody, it's Adam. Here we are again on Heading Outdoors. We are doing a small little hike, but I got my backpacking gear on because next weekend I am going out to the Black Hills and going to backpack for the whole weekend. This is a trail that's close to my hometown. Is the Barney Peterson Memorial Interpretive Trail. It is about 1.5 miles long. It makes one big loop, so I'm just getting used to the new backpack. I'm gonna go find a campsite at a state campground around here, and I'm just gonna take you guys along, and I'll show you the campsite and the gear I'll be using next weekend and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy. We're on memory lane, begun in 1951. This planting of the conchular pines is to commemorate the loyal service of the following cubbers and scouters of the Prairie Gold Area Council. In 1951, all these people here helped with planting this big old pine tree right here. It's a beautiful night here in northwest Iowa. We are sunny, a little bit of clouds in the sky. We are sitting probably right close to 75, 80 degrees. I mean, just a beautiful night. Was able to get away for one night. Gotta be back home in town right away in the morning. So, do a quick little hike here. Get a little prepared with the pack for next week. And go out to the Black Hills. Super excited about that. Be the first major backpacking trip of the year. Can't wait. Right here we have the Memorial Chapel. It gets opened up every now and again when the DNR come out and open it. Tucked away back here in this little wooded area, this wildlife preserve area, we are lucky enough to be able to hike. And this was made in 1963. We can Now we'll get back on the trail and we'll keep going. Really nice overlook I want to get to yet. We got to walk over the canal. I don't know if you guys see that. There's a little rabbit right in front of me. There he goes. I've been hiking some trails closer to my house that are a little hillier, but not with the backpack, just going out hiking. I think if we do all of them, that one little area that I'll take you to sometime, you can do maybe about 2 miles of hiking. Let's say in northwest Iowa, we don't have the greatest hiking trails, that you have other places, but we make do with what we got. Said earlier we got some gear I'll show you that I'm going to bring out next week with me to the Black Hills. Gonna possibly eat some backpacking meals and tell you what I think about them. They're not Mountain House, they're a different company called Wise Company. More of kind of emergency food deal, but work the same as Mountain House. And as of right now, they're a lot cheaper. So let's give them a test. I got one for tonight and I got one for the morning. So looking forward to trying those. Got some really bad mosquitoes in here today. Glad I sprayed myself up good. Here we go, we got the canals. Actually kayaked these a few weeks ago with the daughter and the wife. Very nice paddle. Was not as green as it is now. Old shelter building right there with a nice spot. Look of the canals. Just a beautiful, beautiful place to come hiking in northwest Iowa. Well, offshoot area into some prairie grounds. Let's see what we got. A lot of time towards the evening, the deer like to come out in these little prairie areas and start laying down. There's beautiful West Okoboji Lake right over there. That would be Emerson Bay. I am not seeing any deer out here right now. Just another beautiful area. I am tracking all my mileage on my Garmin eTrex 10. It is a pretty basic entry-level GPS, but I can set it up to track my movements and to help me find my way back to the car if I ever get lost when I'm out hiking or backpacking. So that's about all I really care, just make sure I can get back to where I need to go.
I wouldn't have guessed right out here in this
Right?
area. Cool. I got a husband waiting for me.
Have a good night. There we go, people. We just caught a painted turtle burying its eggs right in the middle of the trail. Never seen that before, but hey, they know where to bury them, so I thought that was a really cool thing to see and to be able to catch on camera. We are just a mile in, and we're to the very farthest point, so with all the walking I've done, we'll be close to 2 miles when I get back to the vehicle. They say it's 1.5 miles. I'm sure for just the main loop it is, but with the little offshoots and stuff, you can push this close to 2 miles. It's really easy trail to hike. There's a few little rolling hills, but nothing major. You know, just to get out and experience Mother Nature and everything it has to offer. It's a wonderful time. So Just gonna get to hiking, and if I see anything else, I'll bring you guys right back. An area with some benches and a picnic table. Walk out here, have yourself a nice little picnic. If we could, if it was legal, I would set up camp right here, set my tent up, and just be here for the night. But that is not an option. So where the benches are, there used to be a nice view, but as you can see over the years, the bushes and stuff have grown over it, and you kind of lost your view, but still a nice place to take a little break. We are gonna keep on going. If we would have went right, we would have been walking up this hill, which isn't a terrible hill by any means, but it is the biggest climb of this trail. Say for my trip next weekend, I've been working out, eating better, been able to lose 10 pounds just by getting ready for this hiking trip, and hopefully I can keep that weight loss going. My goal is to get down to 240, so we'll see what happens. Oh, here's a little overlook, but we'll see if it's too shrubbed over. Looks like it is. Yep, there's too many shrubs. The canal's down there. I can barely see through the trees and shrubs. Maybe come back here in the fall when it's open. Everything's changing colors. We'll come back. I'll take you guys with me again. Here we are, guys. We're back at the shelter in the canal. The bridge is right over there. I'm going to end this part of the video here because the walk back is the same as we did when we came in. Tons of mosquitoes around here, but we're going to end it right here. Thank you guys for joining me. So, go out on your adventures, guys. Get out there, explore things, because your adventure is waiting. Good morning. Sorry guys, I didn't film anything last night. I ran into some family, ended up hanging out with them, not getting to my campsite until 11:45, almost midnight. Getting everything set up and laid down. Let me show you my tent that I'm going to be using. I used last night. I'm going to use next weekend on my hiking trip. This is the River Country Products Trekker 2.2. They make one that's Trekker 2, and then they redesigned it and came out with this one. Actually, they got both designs yet. This is a 3-pound tent with stakes and everything included. It's a wonderful tent. I really like it. Packs up fairly small. I was able to throw this inside of my backpack along with everything else. There's my Camp Solutions sleeping pad. I tried out that cheap Ozark Trail sleeping bag. I will say it was a little cool last night. I got down in the 60s, low 60s, but there is plenty of room in this tent for 2 people. Now you're going to have to make a makeshift vestibule to put your gear out because there ain't enough room for all that. But it was hot when I set this thing up last night, but all of this mesh here provides awesome ventilation. There's no condensation inside this tent whatsoever. If I would have just closed the screens on the door and not the protective flaps, the outside flaps, it would have been a great Great night. I would have got a nice breeze coming through and all that. This tent runs about 55 bucks on Amazon, weighs 3 pounds. That's everything included. It is the River Country Products. I really like this tent. Actually, I really like their Trekker 1 person tent. I got that. I've used that. I just ordered their tarp system. I'm looking for a nice bug bivvy to go over me in my sleeping bag to keep all the bugs and stuff out. So I didn't have a great night's sleep. This is a state campground. This is an overflow spot and nobody's here, so that's wonderful. I had it to myself. But I got the road right there. And all night long, people are going down that road all night long. Great thing is, though, I have the lake right there. You can see it through the trees. I was able to listen to the waves crashing all night long. It was a very peaceful sound listening to those waves. Way nicer than the road, that's for sure. So, we're going to make some breakfast here. Like I said last night, I ended up not making my backpacking meal. So I didn't make that. Instead, I hung out with family till late hours. So we're going to make a quick backpacking meal this morning. And then we'll start tearing everything down, and I got to head home quick. I got to get home early. So for me, this is a nice overnight. Get my gear tests. Get some things figured out, what I want to take and stuff. It worked out well. Get used to my tent. Figure out if I want to take my Camp Solutions sleeping pad or if I'm going to take my T&H sleeping pad. I do know I will not be taking the cheap Ozark Trail sleeping bag, but I knew that coming into the night. Nope, I knew that. On my 1 3/4 mile hike I did yesterday, my backpack was phenomenal. Very comfortable, loaded down with everything I needed. So I will be ready for the hike next weekend. What a beautiful shot. We got the sunrise coming up. Oh, I don't think the camera's picking it up really well. Just hitting the water. Oh, it's beautiful. Let me talk to you about my backpack that I'm going to be using. I really like it. Actually, I really like the company. And I'll explain why. So I am using the High Sierra's Pathway 60. It's a 3.5 pound backpack, 60 liter. It does have your storage spot down there for your sleeping bag. Has your brain right there where you can store all your stuff. You have your nice big compartment here. 1 liter water bottles fit nicely in here on both sides. You got trekking pole loops to put in there. But so why I love High Sierras. I actually have 3 of their backpacks. I have the Titan 55 liter that I bought for my wife, and I have the Titan 65 liter that I use now. I used it twice last year, and I got a hole on one of the seams, the stitching came undone and created just a small little hole. So, High Sierra has a lifetime warranty on all their stuff. So I contacted them. Said, take a picture of it. I took a picture of it. Said, yep, that's a defect on our production. That's our fault. Said, give us a list of backpacks that you like. Rank them one through 4. And if we got them on hand, we're sending you a brand new backpack. So I wanted the Pathway 60. That was my backpack that I chose to go to. It is about 2 pounds lighter than the Titan 65. But I do feel that the Titan 65, well, the sleeping bag compartment is bigger on the Titan 65, and that extra 5 liters you get is huge. Now, when I pack this up next weekend, I'm going to have to be very meticulous on how I pack everything. So, but nope, I mean, as far as comfort, great. I mean, it rode nice, it felt great. I had it loaded down with everything, but, I mean, obviously, I didn't have 3 days worth of food on me. So, but everything worked good. So, I'm gonna start some breakfast. I'm gonna show you my stove, and we'll go from there. And this little bag here is the Lixada little butane stove. I will say it's probably a kind of same as a BRS. But this is $12.99 or $13.99 at Amazon. I really like it. Used it a couple times. Works really well. Weighs 2 ounces for everything. So that's huge. I'll use it with my minimalist. So let me grab some water. We're going to be having some Wise Company apple cinnamon cereal. That is on the menu for breakfast today. We're actually kind of looking forward to that. You can have this hot or cold. I'm gonna warm this up. I'm gonna guesstimate on 1 3/4 cups of water. Lixada's nice. Kind of gives a little vortex in there. It won't take too long to boil that water up. I will say I'm not taking this stove setup with me. This stove setup is pretty much when my wife's coming with. I will just go back to using Esbit. That's what it looks like before, and we'll do an after. Okay, everybody, we've had this apple cinnamon cereal steeping in the bag here for about 20 minutes. Let's open it up, see what we got. And I obviously added too much water. We have a runny mess. So let's taste it. Let's try it. See if it's cooked through all the way. I said, I've had one of their backpacking meals. I made it at home. It was decent. It took longer than their 15 minutes for it to go through all the way. We'll see how their breakfast one did. I will say it's not my favorite breakfast meal I've ever had while backpacking, but it does have calories. It's warm. I mean, it's an oatmeal. It's a warm oatmeal, which I'm not a fan of oatmeal, but kind of figured that. But you can buy their 72-hour emergency kit on Amazon. Gives you 9 meals, and that runs $33. So I'm going to sit here, enjoy my meal, watch the sun rise. Everything's packed up, and I'm ready to head out of here. So I'm going to eat quick and head for home. Thank you guys for joining me on this journey, this adventure. I hope you guys enjoy the video. And always, like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thanks for everybody that's taken time to watch my previous videos. Hope you guys are joining back in to see any future videos. And remember, your adventure is waiting. Have a good day.